We need to talk about the G7, because Trump's conduct in the G7 has made a mockery of all the other nations, because all the other nations were a mockery, and they deserve to be made a mockery made of them. You know, this whole globalist cabal, which operates through things like the G7 and G8, is anti-American. And Trump said he would put Americanism before globalism. He said he would put America first. That's what he's doing in all his deals, in all his trade deals. And the thing is, people like Justin Trudeau, they would agree with him at the time. They'd shake his hand because they'd be intimidated by Trump, just like everyone else. But then, when he's gone out the room, Trudeau gives an interview to the press and says complete opposite. Says that, oh no, it's actually very insulting. Do you think Trump is not going to see that interview, Trudeau? Do you think Trump is not going to see your wilting eyebrows? What the hell is Trudeau? He's a plastic man. He's more fake than Pee Wee Herman. His eyebrows wilting down, dripping into his eyes. I'd say his career's over. That's a career-ending moment, a legacy-shattering, credibility-destabilising moment. This pampered prince, what the hell is he? He's just do you take off his face? Is he like Zuckerberg? Is he like a robot where you can just peel off the side of his face and press a few buttons inside his cheeks? I'd say Trudeau's more like Mr. Potato Head, where you just stick on his felt nose and his felt eyebrows and they slip down every now and then. That's just a joke, isn't it? Why do we have to put up with these people pretending to be leaders? This is what the G7's like. All these virtue signalling idiots, and then you've got Angela Merkel, the fat Mutter Merkel. And she's not even a mother. She's Miss Merkel, quite sensibly. No one wants to go with her. She's leaning over the table at Trump, shouting at him like a schoolmistress, which he's already complained Theresa May did. Trump doesn't need these women, these pious women, telling him what to do, okay? And they'll never learn, because they never do. Angela Merkel leaning over the table, issuing demands to Trump. Everyone's unhappy with Trump's, upset of the global order, etc. Well, that was his goal, wasn't it? Because the global order had too much consensus that the people didn't agree with. And now Trump is looking out for the interests of the people, and trade, and lowering taxes, and all the rest of it. The jobs that Obama said were never coming back to America are back in America. And Trump has rescued the economy from the overspending of Obama and the Bush era and so on, all the neocons. Obama and Bush were basically the same thing. Trump wasn't supposed to get in because he's outside the paradigm of controlled globalism. He's outside of the Bilderberg control mechanism. He's outside of the deep state's control. That's why the media have been so insistent and incessantly trying to destroy his credibility and trying to literally just branding him a rapist all the time. Never mind, about their Harvey Weinstein's or their Robert De Niro's. Robert De Niro's latest game is to just go up and say F Trump. Like he's not done anything. All those people that have lower taxes, forget that. Forget all the things that he's actually done. Forget ending TPP and leaving the Paris Climate Accord, all the wasting money that accumulates. Robert De Niro doesn't know about any of that because he just virtue signals with the establishment, and he doesn't care if Trump does anything good because Robert De Niro was using his restaurants to entertain Weinstein and Weinstein's rape victims. Do you understand? These people are all involved with each other. These movie moguls and these movie stars. They are all involved in the pedo nest of Hollywood. Do you understand? And as more and more people wake up to what is happening, the reality is it comes in the news every day, Hollywood's credibility will crumble. Now, they've already dropped off a cliff. They're not going to get the viewing figures they used to get. They're not going to get the ratings. They're not going to get the money. Because they just keep virtue signalling to each other, saying Trump is so terrible. Oh, we need to stop him. Oh, he's an embarrassment. Oh, we need to apologise for him. Meanwhile, the American people and the people that are actually paying attention like him. And they like what he's done. They like what he's done to the country, and they like what he's done for globalism. And now look at Italy. They're trying to actually get rid of the NGOs and close the ports, shut down the Soros boats from bringing migrants from Africa into Italy, into Europe to cause the terrorism. That is now actually happening. They're stopping Soros, and Soros is in the news bitching, saying everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. That is brilliant! I'm so glad that you're distraught, Soros. A world where Soros is distraught is a world on the right trajectory. But it's not enough for him to just be distraught. It's not enough for him to just keep giving interviews and talking points and saying things like we need to stop Trump, we need to stop Brexit, we need to save Italy, we need to save Hungary, we need to bring back globalism, we need a borderless world. Saying that isn't enough. We need to arrest Soros. We need to classify all his groups that he funds as terror groups, and we need to clamp down on them as soon as possible. And that includes Best for Britain. They are an anti-democratic terror group. That's the definition of terrorism, using violence or advocating violence to overrule a democratic vote, to have some sort of ideological intent. That's what overturning Brexit, which was the will of the people, the biggest mandate in history, the largest turnout for voters in the history of this country, and yet it wasn't enough. Oh no, we didn't understand what we were voting for, they say. Do you remember when David Cameron spent 9 million on the literature and it said that we were going to leave the customs union in that literature? And then later on people are saying, well, we didn't know we were going to leave the customs union. Well, we did, because it was spent, 9 million was spent, it was on the literature, it was in the literature. So, you know, these people going on about Aaron Banks overspending and, you know, talking with Russians and so on. Are you even aware of a little thing called Project Fear? Are you even aware of how unbelievably egregious your lies and mendacity was before the referendum and after? You literally said that Brexiteers killed Joe Cox. You literally came out on the news and said that. That is how unbelievable this has been. You've been calling everyone murderers just like you've been calling everyone racists. You're not going to get away with it. This is slander, this is libel, this is defamation. And it's our turn now. We're striking back and you're not going to get away with it. And it all ends now and it's all tumbling, starting with Soros.